Lighting, color, form, shadow, perspective, line art, rendering, texture, every single thing related to creating a grand masterpiece of art. Epiphany. I just realized how easy drawing actually is. Stay with me now. If you look at it from the perspective and standpoint of achievability, you'll easily come to realize that drawing is easy. Not just drawing, but drawing like a pro. I know you may be thinking that I'm probably not in the place to say stuff like that because as it is, I'm no longer a beginner. So saying that drawing is easy is kind of self-righteous on my part. But before you draw any conclusion, I'm trying to convince you to the best of my abilities that pro drawing is way easier than you made it out to be. Trust me fam, just lock in. Learning to draw these days is much easier compared to in the past. You see, people like myself and Leonardo da Vinci were born in the early 1450s. And as at then, believe it or not, there was no internet, no Wi-Fi, no Google, no YouTube. There was nothing of that sort. So in order to learn to draw and paint, we had to rely on in-person methods, like being apprentices to great artists and learning the best methods and tactics we could learn from them. Fast forward to our time and we can both say and see for a fact that learning to draw, paint, sculpt, anything your mind can conceive is much easier than almost 600 years ago when these methods of learning was not even a thing. So one thing I can tell you based on just this is to take advantage of the resources you have at hand. The resources made available to you, don't take them for granted. Instead, you should utilize them, and believe me, it will yield the power to create pro art in no time. Another way drawing can become super easy is if you enjoy the process. It sounds kind of surface level, but the truth is that if you are insanely good at something, you don't necessarily have to like it. But the actual fact is that if you enjoy what you're doing, if you truly enjoy something, you'll be able to learn and gain full mastery of it in a shorter time compared to someone who doesn't have a shred of care for what that person is trying to learn. You get the point. It's kind of a mental thing because you don't like it and it's not a life or death thing, so your brain won't take in as much as it could potentially take in. It's kind of self-explanatory, to be honest, but that's that. The last thing I can say is that you should practice, because the fact is that you cannot dodge practicing. You simply can't start at level 70 and expect to be at level 100 in a week, a day, or even a month. It's annoying to an extent, but it is what it is. Trust me, I feel you and I can relate to that, but there is no dodging this step. If anybody here on YouTube or anywhere tells you that you can go from beginner to top tier pro in a month, I'm sorry to say to you that they've lied to you, because drawing progress takes time. You've probably all seen PewDiePie's 365 days drawing progress, and it's clear that he improved, but at the same time we can all agree that he is not a pro, at least not yet. Now, with that said, I have to say that despite all the time that will pass when on your art journey, you will eventually become a pro artist and you will realize that art is actually very easy. Check the link in the description if you want to buy my art. Thank you. Subscribe also.